Contributing to the success of your Panther band, they are Sadler Roaring, LLC, Body and Balance Chiropractic.
All right, folks, we had a fun trip up here. Had a lot of heavy traffic in Waco. I noticed the band just now got here too. They got hung in it, and I think a lot of the fans did too. But anyway, we're about 17 minutes away from kickoff. Did a little research over the last couple of days since I've been sidelined at home. But I just told Brett on the way up here we wanted to go over and talk about some of the season stats so far, and then we're gonna let him get his input on the game. But anyway, just for the year, offensively, in passing, McMurtry has thrown 48, completed 48 of 72 passes with 2 interceptions. Those were both in game 1. Since then, we've been turnover free, so that's a good stat to have. He's thrown for 786 yards, has a completion rate of 67%, and he throws for 16.4 average of completion. That's pretty mind-boggling when you think about it. But anyway, he throws for 197 yards a game. Quarterback rating, I checked the national average for high school quarterbacks is like 89%. McMurtry has a 131.7 quarterback rating, so well above the national average. As far as receiving, leading the receiving corps is Reed Ketchum, has 20 receptions. Jake Smith has 10. Cohen Ketchum has 6. West Hill has 4. And they've all had touchdown passes, with Reed having 5, Smith 3, Cohen Ketchum 1, and Hill 2. They all average in double digits on the average reception. Once again, a crazy stat for high school ball, especially at the 3A level. But there's 4 other receivers on the team that have caught a pass on the year, so you don't know who he's going to throw to. On the rushing side, of course, Lucky leads the rushing attack. 80 carries for 584 yards and 9 TDs. 7.3 average. Crazy. McMurtry's carried the ball 13 times for 97 yards. His average, 7.5. So, I mean, the offense, you've heard Brett describe it. It's explosive, and this is just some numbers to back that up. And then last week, backup quarterback Gage Ledbetter got back in. He pulled one down and had a big run, so he's got 40 yards on the year. His average is 12.3. But anyway, we go to turnovers. I mentioned it. We had 4 turnovers in week 1 against Salado. Knock on wood, since then we've been turnover free. And as I said, that's one of the stats that good teams always has. They win the turnover battle. And we are, I believe, +8 on the year so far. But something I want to do is offensive line. They never get the credit. It's always passing, the receiving, the rushing. But anyway, Cancake blocks. Dees leads the way with 22. Tuck has 20. Dalton 13. Witcher 9. Williams 6. Donahoe 6. Solis 3. Lucky 1. And Calhoun 1. Another important stat about this. Y'all seen how much we throw the ball this year. They've only given up 2 quarterback sacks of McMurtry through 4 games. That is unheard of. So shout out to that. Some quick defensive stats. As far as defense, tackles, Bogosh, 38, Dalton, 35, Summer, 29, Milton, 28, Tuck, 25, Calhoun, 22, Lopez Rodriguez, 20, McKissick, 19, Yezik, 19, Garrison, 17, Valdez, 16, Williams, 10. That's just the ones with double-digit tackles. There's 13 others that have tackles on the year as well. So that shows you the depth of the defense as well. And then one thing that Brett's emphasized so much this year, a lot of times we just go with the 3-man rush. We will bring an occasional blitz, but we recorded 13 sacks on the season. Milton leads the way with 3. Bogosh, Calhoun, and Lopez Rodriguez each have 2 apiece. Dalton, Garrison, Yezik, and Buckmeyer all have 1. So, I mean, like I say, you can't focus on one player on offense, one player on defense. Hey, we got to control this player to have success. I mean, we're just all around a good fundamental team. Interceptions on the year, we have 7. Valdez leads the way with 3. McKissick 2, Tuck 1, Dalton 1. Fumble recoveries, we have 5. McKissick with 1. Calhoun, Milton, Summer, Tuck all with 1 as well. I talked about the 13 sacks we've had as a team. Another thing, tackles for loss. Those are big as far as making the opposing offense change their offensive game plan. We've had 48 for the year, led by Milton with 8, Lopez Rodriguez with 7, Dalton 6, Calhoun 6, and Williams 6. But anyway, that's just some stats I dug up during the week, and I just wanted to make sure, especially the linemen, let them know how much they put into the game. But anyway, we're going to have the Troy School song real quick. All right, Brett. Like I say, we had a little bit of traffic getting up here. We got slowed down quite a bit in Waco, so we were going to try to go on a little bit earlier. We had some other stuff to do, but we're going to get to some of our sponsors here shortly. They're what make the games that y'all get to view at home possible. A game like today, a big road trip, you know, it's hard for some people to get off working time to get up here, but we're going to show respect real quick. We're going to listen to the Maypearl school song, and then we're going to have Brett cover some important points before we get the kickoff started. Okay, we have the Maypearl school song. Anyway, Brett, I covered some of the stats. I want to hear some of your talking points, what you've seen from the offense this year, defense, and special teams.
So I tuned you out a little bit when you were going through all the stats because I heard them all the drive up here. But I was taking in the ambiance tonight because this was so cool. We just saw the sun go down. It is Maypearl's homecoming, by the way, so we have an opportunity to spoil a homecoming tonight. But it's a really cool atmosphere, and it just kind of highlights what is best about Texas high school football, which is we are them, they are us, and it's just a really cool thing. So I'm waiting for the teams to come out. It looks like we're huddled up about to come through our tunnel. I'll add a lot of this as we go through the broadcast tonight.
Right.
But yeah, I mean, it's you gave all the numbers, but what I'll talk about just really quick is just the product that we're putting on the field. It is a fun product to watch, and it was one that honestly coming into the season we didn't know exactly what it was going to look like. We knew we were going to have a potent passing attack, or at least we thought so, but we didn't know we were going to have all these new shiny toys to play with. And Terrence Lucky in the backfield, we got to see a glimpse of it against Cameron in the season finale last year, but this year offense is just as explosive, if not more so than it was last year. You mentioned all the touchdowns. I don't know if you have the stat on this, but the average touchdown play has to be over probably 30 yards. Like we're talking,
Yes.
These are big strike chunk plays, while at the same time still being able to run tempo with Lucky out of the backfield. But what's really cool is on defense. I'll come back to defense here in a second. We're going to watch the boys march out. And the boys are running out of the tunnel, carrying the flags. They're all going to go to the far end of the field, down around the 25-yard line, take a knee. And I love this moment of culture right before the game. You can tell this is a tight-knit bunch of kids. It's fun to watch them play. It's fun to watch them succeed. But really quick, going back to defense, got to give Durbin his flowers. 10 new defensive starters this year. And we're playing with a reckless abandon out there on the field. It's fun to watch. It's interesting too just to see how we're running the 3-4 size-wise with some of our bigger backers on the edge and some of the more of our speed in the middle. But there's a lateral pursuit even by Calhoun playing the one technique, which is just cool to watch. And then of course the secondary doing their job, pick six, interceptions, all that fun stuff. We're watching Maypearl come out on the field now, and there is a really cool feel to the game tonight.
Exactly.
This is my very first time to Maypearl, just driving into town, really cool spot. But yeah, hoping our boys get to put the finishing touches on what has been a tremendous non-district gauntlet. 4A teams, rivals, undefeated teams, even going into last week, playing someone that was 3-0. Maypearl comes in 3-1, and we're going to get this party started here pretty quick. And getting the party started always involves special teams, and we talked about that on the way up too. We're not going to do a segment on punting tonight because there's not much to talk about there, but we have so much playmaking ability on kickoff coverage, kickoff return, punt return, and you can tell that just the coaching that has gone into that is tremendous. We're so polished. We know exactly what we're doing. It is, I would say, maybe possibly one of the scariest units that we have is kickoff return, because teams have found out that you can't even kick it to our second level. Like, we're going to return that. We're not going to fair catch that. And the speed in which we can go apply blocks and form walls, and special teams is just as effortless as offense when we get that going.
One stat I didn't have down on my cheat sheet, I knew it, and like I say, Robin probably got tired. She was chauffeuring us up here, but she got earful of football from me and Brad all the way. Plus, Brandon called us on the way, so he joined in. Special teams, we're averaging over 40 yards a return. We talked about this also. Our offense has really not been on the field much this year because our defense and special team sets up short fields for us, but then even if it's over midfield, we normally score in about a minute and a half.
Fans, if you would, rise to your feet.
We're gonna go to the national anthem here, and then we'll come back for pregame.
Hey, Gurley.
Heavenly Father, thank you for everyone here tonight, and we thank you for your many blessings you give us each day. Thank you for each person that has made this event possible, and we thank you for how much work and faith our coaches from each team have put into these football players. We ask that you bless every athlete on the field here tonight from each team and give them the strength, determination, leadership, and humility on the field and in their school. We also ask that you would be with each of our volleyball players this season, and help them play with skill and good sportsmanship. Please grant everyone here a safe trip home, and let everyone in the stands realize how much passion and time our players put into preparing for these games, and how hard these athletes work to represent their teams and their schools in a positive way. Let everyone act in a way that is pleasing to you and respectful to the people around them, and let your presence be made known tonight. In Christ's name we pray. Amen.
So we're fixing to have the national anthem. we will have that for you too.
The mighty Panther band.
I guess.
All right, we're getting the captains out to the middle of the field. Brett's mentioned it at many of the broadcasts. The feel of a Friday night football game in Texas. The atmosphere up here is crazy because it's homecoming from Maypearl. As we drove into town, I mean, it was very scenic. I was like, oh man, are we going to be sort of out away from everything? It was about a 14, 15-minute drive on the Farm Market Road from Grandview. Sorry, I had the mic away from my mouth. It was about a 14 or 15-minute drive from Grandview, but very scenic. You can tell there's new construction going on here. And notice they had a volleyball game. They were playing Grandview in their gym as we pulled around here. But it's just the sun's already set. It's not hot. It's not cool. There's no wind. I mean, it just feels like football weather. What do you think, Brett?
This is the perfect game for both of these offenses because we saw them warming up. We know what's coming. And we were also talking about this on the drive up today. That's what makes it fun running the offense we run. Whenever we run into these spread offenses, it's easier to play them from even a defensive standpoint because it's easier to mimic this during practice throughout the week so that they know what's coming. So it looks like Troy won the toss and we deferred again. So defense is going to have the first possession of the game, assuming something crazy doesn't happen on special teams, which is always a possibility. But yeah, this is going to be fun. We all know, and I just want to mention it really quick, we had a lot of people roll in here. We have a really decent crowd out here, considering how far up north we are for this game tonight. But I do want to just make note, 2 weeks from now, we are going to play Franklin for the home district opener. And that, for everybody on Trojan Nation right now listening and watching, need to make that a priority. That needs to be homecoming 2.0. We need everybody up there. That's going to be really what everything has been building toward, including tonight. So here we go again. Tinoco carrying the tee out onto the field. He'll be kicking off here. And this kickoff cover unit, you mentioned some of the stats in terms of like field position where we're starting. This kickoff unit holds opposing return teams to kind of a lackluster field position to start with. So we'll see if we can do that again here. Tinoco set up to kick from the left hash. And here we go, game 5 of the season. Troy Trojans versus the Maypearl Panthers. And the kick is up, and it's going to be short and right. And it's actually going to be fielded, and it'll just carry the Maypearl player out of bounds at about the 32-yard line. So 1st and 10 for Maypearl.
Referee's blowing his whistle for some reason over there.
And the referees are talking about it. I wonder if he fielded it with a foot out of bounds, meaning that
If that's the case, they call it like the kick went out of bounds, so that's
Yeah.
what they're reviewing. So they'll move it to the 30.
Well, right now they have it marked at the 32. I guess it wasn't conclusive. So,
Oh, okay.
So here we go. Maypearl's lined up.
Oh, we got a 4-man front, Brett.
I know, we do. We got 4 down. Yeah, so they're trying to power run it here. That's Bogosh on the tackle there. So, yeah, that's Milton that's walked up. So you have Calhoun, Garrison, Lopez Rodriguez, and Milton at his hand in the dirt there, too, kind of on the right edge. You also have Summer and Bogosh at linebacker. Dalton at the other outside linebacker. He's kind of stepping over kind of to the strong side here. They're in a tight bunch formation here, and it's going to be a give up the middle.
Nice.
And Lopez Rodriguez with a tackle right there at the line. It's going to bring up 3rd and 6.
Nice play by Lopez Rodriguez. Brett, you mentioned it. They got some athletes out there. I mean, just looking at them, I mean, good size, length.
Yep. Taking their time getting the play in. 15 on the play clock. 2 split out to each side. Single back to the left of the quarterback. Quarterback in shotgun. 3-step drop. And he's got the flat open, but he's not going to throw it. He throws it last minute. And he actually waited for that flat. The flat was open at first, but he knew he wasn't going to get the first there. He waited for it to peel back to the middle of the field and kind of threw a little sidearm Mahomes kind of toss and puts it right on him. And it looks like they're going to run with some tempo here. They got trips right to their short side of the field. Single back. And it's going to be a give up the middle. He's going to fall forward for about a gain of 4 on the play, bringing up 2nd and 6.
Milton and Bogosh.
Milton and Bogosh on the tackle there. 10-10 left to go in the first quarter. Maypearl moving the ball, almost in the red zone here. Ball sits on the 21-yard line. They have kind of that standing fullback here, and he's going to lead kind of a. It's actually they push it out wide there. Yezik coming up to make the stop there. Maypearl with another first down here. The ball's going to be on the. Looks like he gets it all the way up to the 15-yard line. 1st and 10. Now they're taking their time getting the play in here, but you can tell, like, after any big chunk play, they're kind of like us, like where we get in and we do the direct snap to Lucky. They get into a play where they can kind of just run with some tempo. It's going to be a 3-step drop here, and the quarterback's going to take off. Lopez Rodriguez kind of trips him up.
Pretty good
and then
recovery.
Summer finished him off there, but it's going to be a gain of, looks like 1 on the play. Yeah, it looks like he gained some yards there, but he's in shotgun, and with a 3-step drop, like that's the kind of push that we're already getting on the line.
I mentioned to Brett on the way up here also, they're averaging 40 points a game, and they've played some pretty good competition. They lost in overtime to Mart. They beat Fairfield, and they have beat Cameron.
Okay, they're pulling into a tight bunch formation. It's just going to be a student body right, and they're back. That's their back. That's not their quarterback taking that snap there. And they just had all the blockers over there to the right, and what they're doing is they're trying to overload at the last minute and making us adjust and running to the short side of the field, but running to their side. That's smart play calling. Okay, the PAT is up and good, so Maypearl takes a 7-0 lead with 8:20 left to go in the first.
Brett, one other thing I talked about on the way up here, we mentioned we got a lot of youth on this team. A lot of them were not playing Friday nights last year. This is the first actual, like a really long road game. It's an hour and 45, 2-hour drive up here. I feel like we're just going to have to sort of settle in, get the game back in, make our adjustments, which we've been very good at this year.
Yeah. And you also want to see your team respond to these sorts of, or to this sort of adversity, like being on the road, and just knowing with what every game carries with it. There's a certain weight of expectation that this team is playing with now, which is good. I know it's an expectation that they welcome, and I don't think anybody welcomes it more than this kickoff return unit here. So you have Valdez, Terrence Lucky, and Cohen Ketchum back deep to receive, and it's actually going to be a short kick, but it's going to be returned. That's Yezik, and he's going to get it all the way around to the right side. And look at the blocking there. Did you see Cohen Ketchum out there, like, leading that? As soon as he's got his head on a swivel, and as soon as he sees Yezik make that turn and outrun the one guy, he turns it up, and they're trying to, like, almost build a wedge, like, in the middle of the play. You can tell the blocking schemes on special teams are super polished.
And that's some of that youth I was talking about. Yezik, a sophomore.
Jezik takes the kick and gets the ball to the 48-yard line. First down.
Okay, here we go. We're coming out. You can already tell we're lined up. Trips left. Terrence Lucky in the backfield. It's going to be a give to Lucky. And he's going to fall forward, possibly for a first down. It looks like a pickup of 10 on first down. They're actually going to mark him a little bit short, so it's going to bring 2nd and 1. You wonder if we kind of maybe go, kind of push it here, knowing that we're on the 39-yard line. This is almost like 4-down territory. Do you take a shot here? Same formation here. Smith out to the right, Trips left, McMurtry in shotgun.
Oh.
And he's going to find that's, sorry everybody, that's Creel on a slant, but it's a little fake bubble screen out to catch him in the flat. Reed catch him on the left side.
21 yards.
21-yard gain on 2nd and 1, and it's going to be a give to Lucky there. It looks like he's going to get back just to the line of scrimmage, bringing up 2nd and 10. And they're playing similar to us. It's almost like a mirror image, what they're doing on offense and what we're doing, and same thing on defense here. They're in a 4-3. And we saw them before the game. They have some size out there, too. McMurtry in shotgun. We're kind of bunched in a little bit tighter here. And it's a quick pass out to Lucky in the flat, and he catches it. I think he's going to fall forward for a gain of maybe 2 on the play, but it's going to bring up 3rd and 8. Great tackle great tackle in space.
Open field, yes.
Open field tackle. We know Terrence Lucky isn't easy to bring down like that. Here we go, 3rd and 8. Two split out wide each side. Lucky in the backfield. And we jumped, it looked like on the left side. So that's going to back it up. 5 yards.
Offside. He's calling offsides.
Offsides.
They made contact.
Nice. And we're not down there, and we see the hard claps and the hard cadences sometimes. That's something I think we're going to see more and more of this year as McMurtry just gets more and more comfortable running the ball, being able to really just run this offense with the tempo that he chooses. Here we go here, McMurtry in shotgun again. It's going to be a give to Lucky. He has a quick cut back to the middle there. And look at all the bodies on the ground here. Like, this is...
Yeah, we're close. I think he got it. No?
We're inside the 10-yard line here. It's going to be 4th and less than a yard with 5:52 and counting left to go in the first. We're bringing in Milton here. Creel comes out. This is even something where you can even throw.
Oh! We didn't get it, though.
Let's see where they mark it here. They're waving it on. First down.
Nope, for them.
They didn't. Oh, my goodness. I thought he pointed that way at first. So a 4th and short stop by Maypearl in the red zone, and Maypearl's going to take back over there. With 5:27 left. We're going to see how the offense responds now. They've had it easy for the past couple weeks. And they had it easy for the most part. They're moving it down the field. Let's see, Brashear's out here. I don't know if he's contesting the spot. Because the spot does look like a little bit where the ball is laying on the field. Looks like a little bit of a gain. But I think they're pointing over to... Man, that was close. I want to see that yellow line on the field to see exactly where that matches up. But here we go. Defense is back out on the field. This time Maypearl's going to have to go the distance here. The ball's going to start inside their own 10-yard line. Remember that touchdown that they scored on there was a direct snap to number 11, one of their backs. So now they got quarterback back in shotgun. It's going to be a give to number 11. And we're getting some penetration there, but again, he's falling forward there. A gain of about 4 on the play. It's going to bring up 2nd and 6. So Maypearl running already so far two back sets here, and this is going to be a give up the middle. And it looks like he's going to fall forward for a first down after a gain of 6 on the play. Yeah, they have 2 backs just standing back there flanking the quarterback on both sides, and that time they ran one around wide and then just kind of ran a counter with the other. But you can tell, like, even their offensive line, which is pretty big, they're sustaining those blocks to be able to do that. Looks like they're running over to reform trips right. Single back, shotgun, and it's going to be a little screen to the right. Let's see if we get him in space here. And Milton chases him down.
Pretty good play design by them.
That was a really good play design because it's meant to be a screen that's kind of thrown to the hash and then let your back kick it out, but that was great pursuit by Milton to get all the way out there to kind of cut it off, because Milton was contained and had a blocker on him and still got all the way out to the edge. Forced him out of bounds. It's going to bring up 2nd and 3. 2 backs here, and they even have a standing fullback. But I don't see a flag here.
Good.
Great job by Garrison to not, because I think everybody thought that somebody jumped there, and you could even tell some of the players, even the quarterback, I think, took off because he almost thought it was a free play.
3rd down and 3 for the Panthers.
So it's going to bring up a big 3rd down here. And we're still playing the 4-3 right now. You have Tuck out there now, so you have Tuck, Summer, and Dalton. You have Milton walked up, Calhoun, Garrison, and that's Lopez Rodriguez, and they're going to run their 11 all the way out wide. And he's going to pick up about 6 on the play, which is going to move the chains. And that's smart there, too, on 3rd and 3, 3rd and short. Run it to your sideline. Double splits both sides. Single back. And it's going to be a give right up the middle, and Milton stands him up at the line, pulls him down. You can tell he's kind of trying to rake the ball loose as that's happening too. Bogosh coming back in for Tuck here. We're going to be asking a lot of the linebackers, especially the middle linebackers, plugging those gaps tonight, so we're probably going to be running in a lot there. We're walking up McKissick and Gooch on the corners there. See if we're doing like press man. They've been running the ball here, but that's what I think they're kind of baiting us into something. They're going to maybe try a pass here, and they do, and it's going to be a pass out to the flat, and Yezik's going to come up and force him out of bounds, and it's going to be enough for a first down. Oh, yep. First down, ball out to the Maypearl 46-yard line, but good enough by probably half a yard for a first down. 1:42 left in the first. This is what Maypearl wants to. I think they want to own the time of possession. It's going to be a give up the middle again.
They're getting
Milton,
a good push.
Yeah, it looks like Milton and Yezik on the stop there. Lopez Rodriguez in there too. Garrison coming out. Williams headed in. So one of the bigger fronts that we'll have out there. And they're taking their time here. You can tell they're getting their play in. Still 20 on the play clock. Under a minute left in the first. 2nd and 4. Ball just past midfield. And it's going to be a give, and their number 11 is going to make a move, and he's going to go out of bounds for no gain on the play. It's going to bring up 3rd and short, and it looks like they're going to be okay with maybe even, well, they're going to have to get a playoff here before the quarter. So this is likely, given a run, probably the last play of the quarter. 3rd and a big 4.
Back to the line of scrimmage. Tackle for no gain.
But again, the lateral pursuit there on that side is great, and you can tell even McKissick on the edge out there being able to hold his own and make sure that there just isn't a lane down the boundary. Here we go. They have number 11. This is a direct snap to him. He's going to take it over to the right side, and we're going to stop him. About a pickup, got about half of what he needed there, and he also lost his helmet on the play, but with it being the quarter, he'll be able to come back for the first play here. It's going to be a huge 4th and 2 here. We're going to go to commercial and come back for the second quarter.
For a gain of 2 on the play, we come back in the second quarter. It'll be 4th down and 2 from the 46-yard line. Fans, we want to take a minute and recognize our Maypearl Athletic Booster Club sponsors. The Booster Club would like to thank each of these sponsors for their contribution to the program. All sponsorships and memberships help fund Maypearl Athletic.
Count on 40 years of heating and cooling expertise with Randolph Heating and Air. Upgrade to a more efficient system to improve your home's value. You can depend on our team to provide you with a complete inspection of your system, including your ductwork, and give you a free estimate on new systems. We are an authorized dealer for Goodman, Amana, Heil, and Tempstar. You'll get fast service, even same-day service when you need it. Trust us. We guarantee your satisfaction. Call now.
Okay, here we go, folks. We're about to line up for the first play of the second quarter, which is going to be 4th and a short 2 on the short side of the field for Maypearl. Like, we'll see what they do here. I imagine they're going to run their first unit offense back out here, and we could see another direct snap to their number 11, who seems to be their power back. He's the one who scored the touchdown, and he's got some wiggle. You've seen him
He
do
does.
some jump cuts, like in between the hashes.
You hate to say it this early in the game, but this is a huge play.
This is a huge play. I mean, given that we're already into the second quarter here, and they're going to come out. It doesn't look like they're going to be under center here, but this is.
We got him. Oh, man. Oh, we had him. He cut
They
back
did
in
like
at the
an
last.
inside reverse.
Oh.
And I thought he was all just jumbled up over there, and there was a mess in the trenches. He wasn't going to be able to get through, but they gave it to one of their smaller guys who was able to kind of like just maneuver through some of the mess there, and they picked up 4 when they only needed 2, so that's going to be a 1st and 10 for Maypearl. Ball on the Troy 40-yard line. Looks like some confusion on the right side here. They throw a slant to the backside there. It's complete for a gain of about 15, so another first down.
For a Panther first down.
This is where we need to see the defense step up. We've seen them do this in the past. When it gets down here, it's kind of been a bend, don't break mentality. But Maypearl's running with a lot of confidence here. Here we go. It's a give around the left side. And you can tell that's one of their bruisers. And he's still going. He's going to be inside the 10-yard line, carrying about that was a pretty impressive run there. And at the end of the play there, you could tell, like, just as tacklers were peeling off, I could tell Dalton kind of took a hit to his ankle. We'll see if he's okay. He's staying out there. It's a give up the middle.
Good.
And that's close to a tackle for loss or no gain on the play, bringing up 2nd and goal.
Lopez Rodriguez shot in off the end and tripped him up.
Yeah, that's what we're going to have to do, I think, here, especially when we're inside the 10 here, is just we got to crash from the edges. And Bogosh and Summer and Dalton and Milton, everybody's just they've got to play within like 4 yards of the line of scrimmage here, and they've just got to fire off. And it's another give. This time he's going to bounce it outside. He's going to run into some.
Oh, man.
He ran into some traffic there at the line, but he just kind of pinballed off it and scores. This is where the defense can hang its hat, like so far in this game. They're in the right positions to make the plays. We've just got to make the plays. We've given up too many. The kick is up and good, so Maypearl's going to go up 14-0 here. We've just had a lot of missed tackles, and we've just got to be able to clean that up here. And offense needs to go down, do what they do. But it's also one of those games, we've seen how easy especially how easy we got off to a great start last week. Sometimes you need this to kind of wake you up. And for whatever it's worth, you brought it up, like this is the first distant road game that we've played this year. I mean, this was a trip. And then yesterday, and there's no excuse whatsoever, school dismisses before lunch. Everybody's kind of out of routine a little bit. I think offense scoring here is going to get us into the routine we need to be in. Not only for the rest of the half, but for the rest of the game. And I'm looking up now. I mean, the scoreboard, we're under 10 minutes left in the second quarter, and we've had one possession. Like, last week we had 3 possessions, 3 scores with 7 minutes left in the first quarter. This is going to be a different game. And we've switched up here to our second level here, and we actually do a fair catch here at the second level. which is fine. We're going to have the ball out past the 35 to start here. The offense is going to take the field.
Okay, offense needs to reestablish momentum, take it down the field, score. Because I tell you what, we've seen their offense. They really hadn't had any problems yet. We don't want to get any further behind.
Yeah. So McMurtry sets up here in shotgun. Terrence Leckie to his right, trips left. He's looking to the left, and Reed's trying to get.
Look at him.
And I love how he goes.
Yeah!
Nice. That play.
Flag.
This one may be coming back, folks. There was a flag on the play. Flag in the backfield. But really quick, and it does look like this one's coming back because of a hold for some reason. McMurtry wants to hit the wheel route there. It's a late.
No, it's against them.
Nice.
It's against them.
Nice. Okay. What was the call?
I think they jumped into the neutral zone right before.
I didn't know if it was hands
so
to the face or something on defense.
They let the
but
play. Oh, it might have been.
If it is, it might be assessed on the kickoff, so we'll see what happens there.
It might be. I think it is because they're looking at our sideline to see when we want it, I think.
Yeah. So there may have been an unsportsmanlike there, but of some sort. We'll find out what it is. But what was so cool about that play is you see Reed running the kind of late developing wheel route, and he's covered, and he gets pushed out of bounds. It's not open. Cohen, like he's supposed to, is pushing his route deep, and I watched McMurtry look off kind of those defenders that sucked him in because he eyed Reed, and he knew the progression was then to Cohen deep, and then turns and rips it.
That flag is going to be a hands to the face against the Panthers.
You're right,
Yeah.
Brett. That's what it was.
So that's going to be assessed on the kickoff here. And look, we're back to Reed kicking here.
We talked about quick strike. Is that quick?
Yeah, that's quick strike. That's what we want to see. And that's always also what we want to see from an offensive standpoint, because for them now on defense, they're going to be on their heels a little bit more. But don't you love those route combinations?
Oh,
And
gosh.
don't you love how Cohen does not stop? If anything, he runs that route harder than anyone else because he knows that the power and the kick is up and good by Reed. So we cut the deficit in half there, which we really needed to do. And again, we were talking that we score in 18 seconds there. Actually, less than that, because we got the ball with under 10 minutes, and it's 9:33 left. We got cheerleaders throwing balls here, so I got to keep my head on a swivel here. So now with this penalty assessed on the kickoff, we're going to see if we maybe even try an onside here. And Tinoco will be the one set to kick it off here again.
I didn't get one, Brett.
Hey, we had some good catches in the stands there by the Troy fans.
Yeah, so they'll mark this off. So do you try to give one of them little squibblers and see what could happen?
I'm not sure. I think you kind of, like, if you look how they're set up, and we've done this really well, he can do a little high pooch kick to the middle, and we just try to get down there to cover it. And if you make them fair catch it, you make them fair catch it, fine. But if they don't, if they try to field it and return it, that's like immediate contact. But watch here, if you're watching at home here, watch the physicality that the kickoff coverage team comes down with here. And the ball set on the right hash. And it is going to be a...
Oh! We almost got it. But still, not bad field
Bogosh
position.
got some extra credit there. I thought they might have called that. But that's great. Like, that's what you do. Like, you kick it there. And that's a great kick, by the way.
Yes.
That's a great cover by their hands unit over there. And you could tell they were ready for that. But you could tell even the way they kind of shifted toward the end of it. They were kind of more covering the middle of the field. Pushing the edge there was the way to do it. But did you see, like, as quickly as that ball was coming down, there was no danger of getting it going out of bounds. Even Milton on the outside here was going to make sure that, if anything, it came to him, and he's going to catch it on a run. So Maypearl, ball on their own 33-yard line. And it's a give up the middle. And it's a pickup of 5 on first down there. And I don't know if you saw there, you saw Dalton shift out at the last second, and he's playing like press man, like at the line of scrimmage. So what we're doing is we're telling like those middle backers and our 4-down linemen, we're saying like, y'all stuff the run. And we've got to be able to do that. 2nd and 5 here. And again, he gets some wiggle in the backfield. Lopez Rodriguez all the way in the backfield there. Makes contact, but again, he's shifty. You've got to be able to wrap up. And we also need to get a lick on him. We need a like number 11, like he hasn't run into the teeth of the defense now. It looks like they're going empty set here. 2 left, trips to the right. And they're taking their time. After that last possession, like you can tell if they didn't have an offensive game plan for time of possession, they certainly do now. They don't want to just continue to give the ball back to us. 1st and 10, ball at the 44-yard line. Oh! And the ball's off number 11. It looked like it was tipped where we could possibly get to it. Bogosh out there hitting him as the ball's getting there. Second and 10, that's the first time possibly they've passed on first down here. Let's see what they do if they go back to the run. Now maybe they feel they're behind the chains a little bit. And we're still playing with the 4-down linemen. I'm sorry, no, we're not. We're back into a 3-4 here. So we have Dalton and Milton on the edges, Tuck and Bogosh standing up in the middle.
Oh, yeah, there you go. No, they're going to say we're barking out signals. I think it's going to go against us.
The way that he's coming in, the back judge is coming in, it looks like that's going to be on us. Yeah. So it's going to be a 5-yard penalty.
I might be.
They're saying offsides, but yeah.
The signal comes in, that's going to be offsides against the Trojans, taking the ball to the 50-yard line.
So here we go, 8:19 left in the second quarter. 2nd and 5. And it's going to be a give to number 11. And Calhoun hits him at the line of scrimmage. And not only hits him, but knocks him down to the side. Like, that's what we need is like. And that's what you want to see is you want to see him the last one getting up.
A little slow to get up, too.
Huge play here. 3rd and 5 at midfield. If this is a tackle for loss here, I think we may see punt unit come out here. And again, they're taking their time here. 15 on the play clock. They're still running
11
players in.
11 will be the quarterback, or no, because they took the regular quarterback out.
He just found the sweet spot there. Gooch drifted back a little too far into coverage. He's got to know that Valdez has that seam route there, and he's got to come up. It was just a little bit too soft to coverage there. It's going to be a gain of 8 on 3rd and 5, so it's a Maypearl first down, and defense needs to stop them. Like they need to see him because Maypearl's had 2 possessions, 2 touchdowns. There have only been, this is only the 5th possession of the game with 7:28 left to go. They haven't started the clock back up here. It looks like
he did go out of bounds.
Okay, 7:28 left to go in the second quarter. Looks like some confusion in the backfield, and Maypearl sees it. They call a timeout, and they got it off. It was close right as the play clock was expiring. We're going to go to commercial, and we'll come right back.
Forever Texas Roofing is locally owned with veteran and first responder consultants. We service all of Central Texas from your full roof replacement to your smallest roof repairs. Call us for your free roof inspection and let us help take care of you. You can reach us at 254-780-6857 or 254-462-5823.
Here we go, 7:28 left to go in the second quarter. 1st and 10, and it's going to be a give up the middle, and Summer is going to be there to meet him at the line. That's how the linebackers have got to shoot the gap.
Calhoun stood up the center, and that created, that sort of blew up.
I think that's
everything
almost
right
what
there.
we're going to have to do here, because I think their line has been trying to get like some peel-off blocks. We're just going to, like, to your point there, like, if we're doing 3 or 4 down, we're just going to want to stand them up, like you said, like Calhoun standing them up there, allowed Ryder to just come in and then just kind of blitz number 11.
Shannon.
Here we go. It's going to be a deep wheel route. Ooh. Or I think that was a wheel route. Maybe that was just kind of a deep post, but somehow that ball, like, just kind of fluttered and ran out of gas, which I'm lucky. Valdez was there in coverage, but you could tell that he had to turn around, and as he did, the route kind of curved in. So here we go, clock stops, 6:42 left in the second. And Maypearl knows this too. If this is their MO for the game, like they're gonna kind of bleed the clock, possessions matter to them too. They need to score here. This is the 3rd and 10. And we get to the back there. Great job by Tuck. But Lopez Rodriguez and Calhoun had pushed the right side of the line back. Sorry, folks, I'm getting excited here. But yeah, Tuck was able to kind of come in after that, after we had their line pushed back there. And he was trying to just get, I think, like a little dump pass over the middle and maybe have some yards after the catch, but that's not going to happen. Ball backs up to the 47-yard line, 4th and long. They're in punt formation, but you got to be ready for anything here. Cohen catching back deep to receive on the 10-yard line. He's going to come up, and we got to get away from that. Ball's going to be downed on the 9-yard line.
Okay, good job by the defense. They found a way. They got off the field with some good pressure on the quarterback.
The defense, you can tell we've kind of caught up to them. Like, we understand that everything runs through their number 11. He's going to get 2 out of every 3 touches, it feels like. And they're not as confident throwing. You saw just then, like on that deep post route, if their quarterback puts it on him or just leads him a little bit more, that's a touchdown. So, yeah, our defense, especially the push there, shooting the gaps, the linebackers. But, yeah, it's great to see a third and 10 where you know Maypearl is probably in 4-down territory there. If they pick up 5, they go for it. And it's a loss of 8 on the play. And this is going to be, that looked like maybe a designed run for McMurtry, but kind of a busted play because everything was going to the right and he kind of came to the left. So that's going to be a loss of 1 on the play, brings up 2nd and 11.
Loss of 2 on the play, 2nd down and 12.
And remember, Troy deferred, so Troy gets the ball first in the second half. Here we go, McMurtry with his heels on the goal line. He's going to drop back. He's going to roll out, and he's going to throw. He gets out of the tackle box to throw there. That was a great job to get rid of it there, and also a great job by the line just to make sure that nothing you do can be counted as holding there, because with McMurtry in the end zone scrambling, that'd be an automatic safety. So 3rd and long. I feel like what you want to do here, especially since we have trips to the short side of the field, you want to get you want to get Reed in space. You want to work Reed across the middle here.
They said there was a flag on the play, Brett. I'm not sure what they're talking about. He was out of the pocket, and it had to have crossed the line of scrimmage.
Yeah. So there's some sort of penalty here. Did they wave it off? Was it a sideline warning or something? I don't know. They're not calling anything.
Here he goes. Intentional grounding?
In the end zone.
No. Lost it down. He was out of the end zone, but he was definitely outside the pocket. Unless
we had a receiver that was over there on the boundary.
I thought
maybe it didn't get to the line of scrimmage, but it felt like it had to have. The line of scrimmage was only the 4-yard line. I saw the ball. The ball went out well past that.
I know.
And it's also, just so you know, it's also not where the ball goes out. It's how far it travels in the air. Let's see. Okay, looks like we're bringing in Byers for protection here. So you have both Ketchum split out to the left. I would try to get Reed in space here, like a deep in.
Yes.
But then you feel comfortable with McMurtry's touch here to be able to throw it deep to Ketchum. To Cohen, that is, on the outside. But let's see if they do some sort of route combination here together. And you got Smith out to the right. Play clock at 15.
There it is. Cohen's open right there. Oh, look. Yes. Oh. No, they said incomplete.
I'm confused as to what to happen there because it looked like the ball hit the ground.
If anything, they blew a whistle, so it'd be an inadvertent whistle, and it'd have to come back to here.
That was a great scramble by McMurtry and a great throw to look up because, honestly, he did have Cohen there, too. Maybe he should have just dunked it underneath there. Either way, let's see what the referees say. So they're motioning that it is going to be Maypearl's ball.
They need to bring it back to here to where he blew the whistle, though.
And I think that's what Brashear's out there talking about is there was a whistle, and we heard it. Like, there was a whistle.
Nah. I don't know. The offense is going back on the field. They're saying Ketchum.
They're going to say Ketchum caught it. They blew the whistle.
No, they're going to say their ball because our. I don't think anybody knows. We got our offenses out there.
The 40-yard line, first down, Panthers.
Nope. There's some confusion on the field here.
So it looks like Maypearl is going to have the ball at our 40-yard line.
Sorry, folks. There was a lot of confusion there, a lot to sort out, and I don't believe it got sorted out correctly. I think that's also one there where McMurtry, and I think we saw him, Cohen was, had enough for the first down there, kind of underneath. Going for a little bit more with Reed, and again puts it right on him. It's just there was a lot of traffic he was thrown into there. So 1st and 10 for Maypearl from the 40-yard line. It's a low snap, and they're running a deep crosser.
Oh. Lopez Rodriguez hit him as he threw it.
Yeah. He gets so low when he shoots through there, like he was fighting through a double team to get up there.
Second down,
So here we go, 2nd and 10. That stops the clock. Here we go, 2nd and 10. It's going to be a give to 11.
Good.
Calhoun right there. But Milton on the edge set the edge, and Calhoun was able to kind of crash down from his position right down the line. Here we go, 3rd and 10. Big play. You can tell they're trying to take some time off the clock here. They're probably not gonna. They're gonna try to get it off with about 4 minutes left in the second quarter. And we got pursuit.
Yes.
Nice.
Ball. They're saying it's down.
Garrison with the push. And then I want to say that was Bogosh and Calhoun. Lost a 2 on the play, but the hit that we were able to put on him there at the end, you can see number 10, their quarterback, walking off a little gingerly there.
We got to watch the ball
We've
right here.
got to watch this. This is on the short side of the field. You have Terrence Lucky and Ketchum back deep, but you got a big halfback here. Lucky's going to field it. And he puts his head down.
I was almost thinking, hey, let it go into the end zone, but Lucky said no.
No, and that's the kind of that's the battle of attrition that happens on the edges. It's the game within the game. Like, the hit that he gets there gets him more involved. Like, watch him take this first carry.
Yeah, he delivered the contact.
Oh, he sourced it out. He could have gone out half a yard earlier. 3:16 left to go in the second quarter here. And as quick as we can score here, knowing we have 3 timeouts, like, this is still a way to flip the game, even with us getting the ball first in the second half. Okay, you got Ketchum in motion. It's going to be a give to Lucky, and he's going to fake it inside. He's going to turn it outside.
Oh!
Do you see how that hit gets him involved?
Do you see him lower the shoulder? Oh,
man, he's fun to watch. Because he gets so low, but the purpose of that, too, is to get 2 more yards. And quick tempo here.
We moved. I think I saw a lineman flinch.
We got up there, and once we got set. They're going to call a legal shift or a legal motion on us. Before we had even got the ball up, we're trying to play with tempo there.
Take the ball back at 45. 1st and 15.
It's getting a little chippy at the line of scrimmage out there. You can see our line talking to theirs. Here we go, 2:43 left. Clock's started here, 2:40 and counting left in the second quarter. 1st and 15 after that penalty is assessed. You have Milton in the backfield here over to the left. Lucky to McMurtry's right. And it's going to be a drop.
There it is.
Ball's out to Ketchum. Gain of 7 on the play. 2nd and 8. And nobody could bring him down there, too. You could tell they were trying to deliver a blow, and even with his back to him, they kind of pinballed off him. Ketchum's going to be able to spin one of those back inside, which is what he's trying to do there, just to make an even bigger play. Ketchum in motion here. He's going to get it out to the bubble screen.
Nice block.
Okay, folks. Ketchum with a hurdle, but Cohen, his little brother, with a peel back block, and didn't overdo it. He didn't overdo it, too. He set it up where it was a perfect play. It was enough of a hit, but at the same time, it wasn't going to be taken as a crack block or anything. But then you can also tell the timing of that is meant to be a hurdle. And number 5 just kind of whiffed on that for them here. Here we go. We got both Ketchums here on the short side of the field. And it's a block. You have Williams out front.
Yes.
Williams out front there just making a wedge. And Lucky, you almost think he could have maybe turned it back up a little bit.
The clock should be stopped. He was out of bounds. The clock is running. Yeah. The clock was running. Come on, Russ.
And they made us burn a timeout there, I think, just because
they did not stop
it was
it.
easily an out of bounds, like he went out of bounds. So it's going to bring up 2nd and short here, which is actually a good down and distance here, but this looks to be the last series of the half here, but we've got to be able to punch it in here. That was the whole purpose of running that play wide there. That's why you pulled Williams. You had it where Lucky knows he's going to get out of bounds there, and I was even questioning maybe he turns it up there, but no, the purpose there was to get out of bounds. There was a good, I don't know how much time went off the clock, but it was close to a minute 10 there at least.
Yes.
Okay, here we go. We come out with both Ketchum split out to the left, Creel and Smith out to the right. You have Smith out. Look out there. You have Smith. Single, he's in a man-to-man situation out there to the right. Ketchum in motion, and Ketchum's going to run
there it
a
is.
flag route.
Oh,
he threw that. McMurtry's he's throwing that to the pylon, and Reed's running the pylon, and it's just a couple yards ahead of him from there.
I mean, that's thrown before he comes out of his
and I mean,
break.
you see the route combination too. You see Smith kind of run a short route to kind of pull the corner up into the flat. Ketchum run. I love the beauty of that, running it in motion, and then he runs the flag. Takes about 6 seconds off the clock, 3rd and 1. 2 timeouts, still plenty of time to run the ball here. But if you're going to run it here, you got to pick up the first down, and you do.
We do, and more.
So Lucky picks up about 4 or 5 on the play. And a quick timeout, and I like that. So you keep plenty of time, because you still have the ability to go up and like spike the ball or whatever, but you don't want to do that and just waste it down there. So I like this. You still got 1, plenty of time to get the field goal unit out if you have to, but nobody's thinking field goal here. We need to punch this in.
Whew. Everybody catch your breath now.
Yes.
So this has all been set up by 2 consecutive stops by the defense, which is huge.
I mean, remember, look at where we are on the field. Look at it, 1st and 10 in the red zone. Hopefully about to tie it going into the half, but it was 14-0, and we needed a play. And what did we come out with? the long strike to Cohen.
62-yarder.
Yeah. But here we need a little bit more, and not that there wasn't finesse on that flag route there, but this is going to take a little bit of finesse here just to kind of get it over the goal line. You got Reed and Cohen over here to the left, single coverage out there to the right. You have Byers walk out to a slot, and this is going to be...
Oh, what?
Touchdown! I was waiting for that ref to say that.
Timing all the way. And I think people stood up in front of him where you couldn't see, but...
And look how smart. I want to call this out really quick, too. After he does that, he takes his helmet off. He's getting his breath here. He motions for Tinoco to go out there and get the kick. I love just the mental acuity to do that immediately is huge.
Oh. Oh, my gosh. The ref wanted him to hand the ball to him. Called him back out on the field to give him the ball so he could hand it back to him. Wow.
Man, these refs have seem to have an agenda here. Let's see. The hold is down. The kick is up, and Tinoco is good.
All right, Brett, we got to come out. You know they might try to chunk it deep, to see if they can
I
bust
think this
something.
is where you kick it deep, knowing that our pursuit is strong. I think you can kick it kind of shallow middle, but definitely to the middle, and converge on it.
But like I say, I feel like they might take a shot deep to try to reestablish some momentum. So we're just going to have to
You can
coverage.
play prevent, and you can play prevent,
yes.
which makes the quarterback have to hold it a little bit longer, and still get a push with three down linemen. And they don't, and we've kind of seen it here, they don't seem to have any threats outside. Like 11 is, again, who they're running everything through, and he's not even here on the, or is that him over there? That might be him set up on the 18 on their hash. So I would kick it away. I would kick it to number 5 over here to the left hash. Tinoco teeing it up here. Score tied 14-14.
We ended up with a really good crowd here.
We did. And they're in for a game. How exciting is this? What a second quarter. Here we go. Tinoco kicking off from the right hash.
Oh, that's going to be out of bounds. Oh.
Completely out of bounds, so they're gonna mark it off, and I think this is where you almost have to.
And that kick is going to go out of bounds.
So they're going to end up taking it where it went out of bounds, plus the 5-yard. It's going to be the 41-yard line.
So this is
take it over.
This is what you've got to be careful with if you're them. If we sit back in like a prevent, if we sit back, and we've also got to eye their quarterback and make sure. But if we do that, we have returns, and you have a Reed out there playing corner now. You have Gooch. You have both Ketchums out there playing corners now. Yezik and Valdez in the deep middle.
I think they're going to try to isolate to the top side.
Yep. So here we go. They got trips right.
And they got confusion. They had to call timeout. Or did they get the flag before the timeout?
That might have been delay a game on the offense. I'm pretty sure this is a delay a game on the offense because the umpire was watching the play clock. It wasn't offsides on us or anything.
No, they're calling the back judge in like maybe did they reset the 25-second play clock? That's what he's saying. It was not reset before the play got started.
Of course. Okay, here they go. So now on the whistle, the play clock starts. They got trips right to the short side of the field. It looks like they are trying to ISO up top.
Almost picked by Reed.
Yeah. And you could tell that was a comeback route there, and that was a broken play. He was just coming back for his receiver, and I don't think he knew Ketchum was tailing him. Wow, if we would have had a pick six in front of their sideline. He had their sideline is what he had.
It was a push from Dalton on this side.
Yeah, but then Garrison pursuing him, and then he had to turn because he's right-handed. That's what makes it tough. Like, they're getting their plays in here. 8 seconds on the play clock. They barely have time to get this one off. 33 seconds left to go in the second quarter. And we got to push again.
We got him again.
Nice. You got Garrison, Calhoun, Dalton, and Bogosh. But that.
Who called timeout? We did?
We did.
We're going to make them try to.
There's a flag on the field, too.
It's against them.
We declined it, whatever it is. So, holding. So, all that with a hold, mind you.
I don't know. So that means we didn't call timeout. We're probably just going to let it play out.
So they have to we want to return a punt. Like, that's what we're doing. We're trying to set up here. We might try. There's not going to be enough time. They don't want no more in the second quarter here. But they do have trips right. And you got Milton coming in. Nice.
Oh, timeout. We call timeout. They're going to put time on the clock. They'll put time on the clock.
Brashear, I love Brashear getting that attention for the timeout there. And I think he's going to make them come back out.
Because he said there was time on the clock. Did you see Brashear sprint down there? Oh, wow.
Part of that, and we got a timeout.
Now, all they're probably going to do is just take the snap and fall on it.
Yeah.
Because that'll run the clock out.
Or you can't fall on it. Like, how many seconds? 2 seconds? Yeah, that would do it.
Nah, they're bringing him back out onto the field.
Yeah, make them stay one more play here. Yeah, they don't know. They'll put it back up. We've put a. Would you say we put a little damper on their homecoming in the second quarter?
Now. But the thing is, you mentioned it. After the first quarter, Durbin evidently has got with them and said, "We realize what they're trying to do, and we've 3 straight possessions. We forced a punt, Brett."
Yeah. And you can tell Durbin, like, just in the way that, because I think we shifted back, right, to a 3-4. Like, in the 3-4 kind of seems to be working, because what we're telling our down linemen is stand them up, like you said.
Yes.
Stand them up and then let our linebackers shoot the gaps. But, man, we're getting some pursuit there. And what makes that play happen, and the reason we're able to have a 4th down play here, is how quickly Milton pursues and gets the sack there. And I thought he had a strip. I thought he was almost going to have a strip sack there.
Yeah, I figured that's what they'd do.
There he did. Hey, but you make them do that. You make them do that.
Yes.
And we get the ball first in the second half. So, hey, that was a very exciting second quarter. Hope nobody tuned out after the first quarter. I know nobody did. But, man, this is exciting.
All right, folks. Hey, we're going to go and get some of our commercial spots in, but we will be back for the Trojan Band. And we might come back before the Maypearl Band is done. We're going to let Brett cover some of the topics we didn't get to in the pregame. So we'll be back in about 3 minutes.
Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome to the field the mighty Trojan Band. The band will present their 2024 contest show, City Lights. The band is under the direction of Weston Honeycutt, Amy Delaware, and Daniel Wainwright. The drum majors are Owen Dupree and Hannah Halford. Drum majors, is your band ready? You may begin your performance. Band Boosters would like to thank our sponsors this year: Batteries Plus, The Boykin Group, Delta Centrifugal, Don Ringler Automotive, Fast Signs of Temple and Killeen, First National Bank of Troy, Hector Farms, Jarlick Floors, Jarlick Homes, Lingfeld Lumber Company, Paper Graphics Printing, Security Bank, Stylecraft Builders, Temple Feed and Supply, and Texas Environmental Solutions.
Spradley Properties is a full-service real estate company specializing in brokerage, property management, and maintenance services for commercial and residential properties. Our skilled team boasts decades of experience. Whether you're navigating the rental market, embarking on your home ownership journey, or seeking strategic investment opportunities, you can trust us to stand by your side. Ready to take the next step? Contact us today or visit us online at spradleyproperties.com.
Count on 40 years of heating and cooling expertise with Randolph Heating and Air. Upgrade to a more efficient system to improve your home's value. You can depend on our team to provide you with a complete inspection of your system, including your ductwork, and give you a free estimate on new systems. We are an authorized dealer for Goodman, Amana, Heil, and Tempstar. You'll get fast service, even same-day service when you need it. Trust us. We guarantee your satisfaction. Call now.
Forever Texas Roofing is locally owned with veteran and first responder consultants. We service all of Central Texas from your full roof replacement to your smallest roof repairs. Call us for your free roof inspection and let us help take care of you. You can reach us at 254-780-6857 or 254-462-5823.
Spradley Properties is a full-service real estate company specializing in brokerage, property management, and maintenance services for commercial and residential properties. Our skilled team boasts decades of experience. Whether you're navigating the rental market, embarking on your home ownership journey, or seeking strategic investment opportunities, you can trust us to stand by your side. Ready to take the next step? Contact us today or visit us online at spradleyproperties.com.
Folks, that was not anything with your set. They got that light display set up where they flash the lights. But anyway, all right, Brett. 14-0. We're down 14-0. Early second quarter. What do you think about the response by the Trojans?
It was huge, and I think we all knew that some sort of offensive response was coming and coming fast. But the defensive response,
yes.
We shut them down in the second quarter. Their last 3 possessions went backwards.
Yes.
And tackles for loss, sacks, just big plays on defense.
You've talked about in-game adjustments before. This year you said you've seen some crazy adjustments we made. Just the adjustment from first to second quarter was huge.
Yeah.
Now you had about a 25-minute break to come in and get more in-depth on it. What do you expect to see?
Well, what I love is, I love that going into the game, we had layers to the game plan. We went into it, started 4-3. We've gone back to 3-4, and we've done better in it, but you can tell we've tried both. We were ready for pretty much any sort of lessons we'd learned from the first quarter, and we learned and we adjusted, and it told us a lot. And this is going to be a short kick there. Fair caught by Cohen Ketchum at the 36-yard line, so great field position to start with. That's what teams have to do to us. They have to say, we'll give it to you on the 35 to 40-yard line.
And hopefully that's the last time they do kick off. But if not, hey, they've already said, we kick it over there, he's going to fair catch it.
Yeah.
Their kickoff team could sort of
back off
a little bit, and all of a sudden he pulls it down and runs it.
Look how far we have Cohen and Reed split out to the left. They're all the way at the numbers, and Cohen is almost out of bounds. He's on the outside hash marks. And again, what it is, I love that. That's just to pull them out as much as possible so that if he does break through, he's off.
Cutback is open then. What about 3 yards on the play, Brett?
I don't know, but just the system of Smith and Ledbetter getting the plays in is huge. I love watching it. And look, we have 15 on the play clock. We're not in a hurry at all. This is a kind of tempo we can run with as well. And if we want to steal possessions and own time of possession, we can do that, but we don't have to. That was a great job by Tuck pulling there. But Terrence Lucky turned it up a little bit. I think maybe try to curl that all the way out because you had both Ketchums down here with blocks kind of sealing the edge way downfield. It's going to bring up a 3rd and 4.
Lucky gets the ball up to the 44-yard line, 3-yard gain on the play.
And make no mistake about it, no matter how the second quarter went, this is going to be a game. But it's so critical that we move the ball here. This is a huge play to really get the third quarter going. Ketchum in motion. And it's going to be a give to Lucky. And he's got plenty of space to run. I'm looking for flags as you're calling it up. And look how quickly we're getting up here to get on the ball.
Tempo now.
They can't run anyone in. We have trips left. It's a direct snap to Lucky, and he's going to bounce it out. And look at him, again, getting low.
They don't even have the train set yet.
Yeah.
That goes for about 5?
Yeah.
On the tail end of a 39-yard run.
Yep. Here we go again, and you have, look, we've come out power. Byers has been in on all these plays.
Oh, that's close.
I thought he had it.
I did too.
Went through. The ball goes through Cohen's hands at the goal line.
That was a bullet, though.
It was a bullet. It was a bullet, but I thought he had it. I thought he just stuck with him, but now I realize he stopped because he knew it just went right through. 3rd and 6.
Third down and 6.
Yeah, we've come out with a little more power here. You have Reed and Smith split up to the right, Cohen down here to the left, Terrence Lucky in the backfield, Byers standing up to block in front, and he's over on the strong side.
Refs are trying to get him to put 25 on the play clock instead of 40.
Yeah. Okay. So 10:02 left on the clock. We're trying to get the play clock situated. I guess it is. Okay, here we are. We're at 10. Oh, free play, I think. I think they jumped offline, but it doesn't matter. Look at the cutback. I don't know if he got it, though.
He's going to be short by a yard, I think.
Yeah. I think that was like student body right. I think the cut was outside.
Ooh, lucky, a little slow getting up.
Lucky on the carry.
Oh, it was offsides on them, so that's big.
Yeah.
That flag on the play is going to be an offsides against the defense.
You thought they were.
Yeah,
but
it was on the left side over here, and Dees, to his credit, didn't flinch. And you know why? He didn't have to. The ball's going away from him. He knows that. Let it be obvious that it's an offsides. So I thought it was a great play by the – that's one thing about our line, too, is like, yeah, we get a hold every once in a while. Our line plays very disciplined.
Empty
backfield, trips right.
Oh.
And it's a keeper up the middle. Good enough for the first. It's going to be 1st and goal from the 5-yard line. And that was an easy pickup because the offensive line moved their line back 2-3 yards.
And with empty backfield, we spread out, any help to come in.
And they know that as quick and sure-handed as our receivers are, like, that's easy to be able to make that bubble screen out to the corner. So here we go. Reed and Cohen kind of bunched in close to the left. Smith and Creel out to the right. Lucky in the backfield to the left of McMurtry. McMurtry's going to take off, and he's got an angle. He's in for the score. So with 8:40 left in the third, PAT try pending. Troy 20, Maypearl 14. And so 3 minutes and 20 seconds into the third. Already one more score on the books. Kick is up and low. So Ketchum's PAT attempt is low and short to the right, or I'm sorry, to the left. So it's going to stay a 6-point game here. And like you said minutes ago, Kyle, hopefully that's the last time that they kick off. But let's see what our kickoff coverage does here. We saw what the game with Rogers was. It was back and forth, all the time. We saw the stops the defense got in the second quarter. I think you're gonna see them carry the momentum in here, because one of the things they were doing in that second quarter was not only were they playing disciplined and they were staying in their gaps and making sure they didn't give the 11 any wiggle room in between the hashes, but we were chasing down their players. Like a lot of those tackles for loss, especially that one where it was a sack with 4 of us just falling on him. We just had great pursuit into the backfield, and part of it is, and it feels like this is just where the strength and conditioning of our team, especially in line play, wears other teams down in the second half. It was showing up in the second quarter where we were starting to really stand their line up. Let's see if it happens here. Here we go. Tinoco set to kick off from the right hash. And it's going to be right down the middle. It's going to be fielded at the 25 and returned up the middle. Lopez Rodriguez. You got a flop by the homecoming king over there. A little too obvious. But I will say we're off to a great start here in the third. Troy 20, Maypearl and the referees 14. Oh, here we go. Defense back out on the field. And we're going to stick with that 3-4, so you have Milton and Dalton backed off, but they're kind of in front on that second level. It's going to be a give to 11, and he's got nowhere to go over there on the right side. Look at all the pursuit, though. I think that's a hold coming in. There was no face mask there. Bogosh, Calhoun, Lopez Rodriguez, McKissick coming up, Garrison.
I'd say back them up. It is against them. Because they looked to Brashear to see what he wanted to do.
Yeah, he says back him up, yeah. And I think one reason you do that, too, is you make it – I think one thing we want to do, and we've seen this, we want them dropping back. Our pursuit that we're able to get, and sometimes that's a delayed blitz with Dalton or Milton, but, yeah, we get a good push even if we just have 3 down.
That's going to bring up 1st and 20 from the 27.
They got a man in motion, trips right, and it's going to be a quarterback keeper. And Milton just pushes him down. That's an easy stop. Oh, I didn't realize what that was. That was a 15-yard penalty on them. That backed them up.
It was just 10.
Oh, it was just 10. Okay.
It was
okay, just 10. So gain of 3 on the play, bringing up about 2nd and 17. So here we go, same formation here. We'll see if they send another in motion. They're going to run 11 out into the flat. We have a push. We have pursuit. There's a hold. Garrison gets him. He got it away just in time, but there was a hold on the backside. Looked on Calhoun was double-teamed. Looked like 50 and 77 had him stood up.
And Bogosh, good pressure from the back.
And Bogosh, too. I mean, he's coming from the second level.
Do you decline this one, Brett? Yeah, we are.
Yeah, you decline this one, yeah. And you know what? That was almost intentional grounding, just even for them, because that 11 ended up turning it up, I think. I don't think they had anyone out there. He was outside the tackle box.
And it passed the line of scrimmage.
Okay, here we go. Trips right, empty backfield. 3rd and long. I'd watch a screen, little bubble screen out to number 11 on the left. You got Valdez deep over here on the left side. Dalton in coverage on the inside slot man, but he's looking left the whole time.
Got to get him.
Run up the middle.
That's right. I'll take it.
But you wonder if this puts them in 4-down territory. They're close to midfield. It's going to bring up about a 4th and short 4.
Johnson on the keeper, getting the ball ahead to the 42-yard line.
I like the way we're mixing up some blitz right now. Yeah, they're going to go for it.
And that's the pressure you put on offenses playing us, is they know they have to score. And I said 4th and a short 4. This is 4th and a long 5, and we got a push coming.
Oh, and the receiver
falls down, and Lopez Rodriguez gets a hit.
Yes.
A perfect hit, a perfect clean hit. He doesn't go helmet to helmet. He folds them in half the way you're supposed to.
Yes.
Great job by the defense there.
Now good field position.
Yeah. And this is the aggressive nature of our offense. This is a quick strike.
I think we go for it.
So you have Cohen and Reed over here to the left, Creel and Smith out to the right, Terrence Lucky to the left of McMurtry in the backfield. McMurtry in shotgun, ball on the 42-yard line. And here we go. Lucky in for pass protection. He was looking deep, and he saw the second level turn and run with everyone running a go route. I think he was really looking for Creel. It looked like Creel ran kind of a flag route over there. Our line's done a tremendous job tonight, but they've had to work. They have some of their best players, I think, are on their defensive line. They're number 3, they're number 50. Here we go again, 2nd and long, 2nd and 15. McMurtry, it's going to be that middle screen, and I feel like we run that a lot, and a lot of times what ends up happening is we end up throwing it into traffic. We saw it last week when he ends up completing a pass to himself. Okay, here we go, 3rd and long. So both of these first possessions have come out, and it's been trading a lot of negative yards here to start out the quarter. And look, the quarter running, this is only the, 3rd possession? 5.5 left to go. McMurtry rolls out to the right, and he's going to
Oh.
Look up. Not sure what we were doing there, so
Punt.
looks like we're going to straight up punt it here. This isn't going to be any sort of shotgun pooch punt. So remember, McMurtry will punt. And they have number 2 back deep. He's inside the 10. McMurtry can punt it that long. Would be great to get some height here and make him have to fair catch, or that's
That'll
actually
work.
a good one.
Get it
Make
on
him
the
have
ground.
to.
Oh, that was
Oh.
not smart by them.
I think he, for a second there, thought it was a kickoff, and he saw Cohen coming and was thinking in his mind he had to actually get on that ball, because that was more of a recovery jump than anything else. I mean, he could have easily backed away. There's no way he's going to pick it up in return. But that's Cohen coming down there fighting off like he's a gunner there, and he's able to get down there so quick. It's great to have so much speed on the edges.
There's a flag right here on our side. I just saw it.
It looks like it's on.
It might have been a holding on one of our gunners on this side.
Yeah. So it's going to be half the distance to the goal, it looks like, because they were asking Brashear what he wanted to do. It wasn't a roughing the punter. It's not going to be any sort of automatic. And where the flag is thrown here outside the 40-yard line, it looks like it was probably that. Okay, refs are talking it over there. It looks like it's on them. We're just still trying to figure it out here.
The thing is, he threw his hat off as well. It could have been a sideline warning on us. So we're still waiting to get confirmation on what the call was. But evidently it was going to be after the play because they are moving the chains.
Let's see what it is here. They can't afford to be backed up any further, because if they're in a pass play and they're in the end zone, I trust our line a little bit more than I would trust theirs with any sort of like push and penetration there.
Since he threw a flag in his hat, it could be offsetting. I'm not sure.
Yeah, he's explaining it to them over there, so it is going to be half the distance to the goal. That's going to back him up to the inside the 3. That's on about the 2-yard line. Not sure entirely what the penalty was, but it was theoretically after the play, or else it wouldn't have been enforced. So here it is, 1st and 10 for Maypearl. Their quarterback's in shotgun. They're going to be in the end zone. He's going to be several yards in the end zone taking this snap. And it's going to be a give up the middle. That's their big bruiser that they gave it to one time down here in the second quarter. So it's going to bring up 2nd and 5. Good gain to get them out of the end zone. Now their quarterback's at least fielding the snap in the field of play. And look at us, we're walking up like you have Milton rushing the edge over there.
Good. Oh, got to wrap him up though.
That's a push back. I think that's no gain on the play. Summer in there. Was the ball loose? Look at like the pursuit from the secondary. Valdez is up there getting in on the tackle, but you got Tuck and Calhoun and Garrison. This is where like McKissick and Gooch, like on the edges, they've got to be careful that there's no like double move on the outside or any sort of like play action where it sucks everybody in. So it's going to bring up 3rd and 4. Low snap, and it's going to be a keeper around the side.
Good pursuit.
And Dalton and Calhoun.
And Brock in the run support.
We're hitting him. He's getting up a little slower. Tackle for loss there.
4 straight possessions we forced to punt.
Yeah. That the defense has responded and then some after that first quarter. And that's what you want to see good teams do. You want to see good teams kind of get shell-shocked themselves a little bit and have to.
Oh, we were close. There's a roughing. Hot dog. We roughed him.
Tuck dives in there. I think this is a little bit of acting by their punter. This is going to be roughing the punter. Regardless, 5 yards gets him a first down. This is going to end up being a first down.
Oh,
yeah,
that
they've
hurt.
already marked off 15, so that's going to be roughing the punter on. We were going for it there,
Yes.
and you almost have to realize too that like their kicker is just trying to get it off quick.
Okay, we're going to call on the defense again.
Okay. Well, we spoke too soon there. We had forced how many straight
4.
punts? Well, you know what? We did force a punt there. There was a punt that was forced. So they got a little bit of breathing room here. And it's going to be a give up the middle, and number 11 has space to work with. We just can't give them any momentum here because you can tell they're a little gassed. You can tell just the way they're setting up. They're not able to run any tempo like they did in that first quarter where they would get a big chunk play and then they would get up right to the line and run another. They're doing a little tempo here, but not much. They move it back in motion. It's going to be a give to number 11. And you had Williams in the backfield that almost had him. And then that's Dees and Summer over there, I think, on the right side that get him.
2nd down and 7.
Second and 7. Ball on the Maypearl 45-yard line. And this is going to be a bubble screen out to the left. And McKissick pushes him out. I think that's going to be short. That's going to bring up 3rd. That's going to bring up 3rd and a short 1. And they're getting on the ball quick here. I don't think he got it. They stood him up there. He ran into a line. He ran into his guard, I think, who was stood up. And if you saw him, he just bent backwards.
I think it's good enough for first.
They gave him a good spot. I don't think he got out to the 48. Let's see. Let's see if they measure it. You can't just wave this on here. They're going to say, oh, they gave him a first down here. That was the 3 down lineman that stopped that because everyone else wasn't really set. They got up to the line super fast once they saw the spot. $15 on the play clock, 1st and 10. There's a holding by 51. Yep, that's going to back him up.
Yeah, he saw it. He couldn't not
and that was a great job. And look at Williams. He doesn't stop on the play. He curls all the way out and chases the quarterback out of bounds. But that was, you have to keep playing it like that. But he did a great job of like flailing his arms to get the call too. Great job by Williams there. Williams and Dees doing some yeoman's work out there like on the line. Even playing 2 platoon, we have so much depth that we can continue to play with. And it shows as like the game wears on here. And that was a spot penalty too, so this is like 1st and...
1st and 20.
Oh, it is 1st and 20, that's right. Okay, here we go. Ball on the Maypearl 42. They have to get all the way to the 38 over here for a first down, and it's a screen to the middle.
Drop.
And it's incomplete.
They almost had that set up, though.
They did. They let everybody come through. They had all their linemen there. What happened there is I felt like the back ran past the lineman.
Yes.
And, like, he had to throw that ball. The quarterback had to throw it past the lineman to the back. He ran a little too far. And you know what's happened? They've taken number 11 out these past couple plays. He was gassed. We talked about in that first quarter when they put up 2 quick scores, everything ran through number 11. And when you do that against this defense, especially with the number of hits that we were putting on him.
Wonder what the delay is. Oh, something against him.
Illegal substitution, I think they said.
We're going to have a penalty on that play. It's going to be an illegal touch.
Oh, illegal touch.
Oh, a lineman on the pass. It hit a lineman first.
Yeah.
First down and 25.
Nope, second down and 25. Because the play counts. That's an illegal. The play counts on that. This should be second and 25. They called out first and 25. They have it as first and 25. I think that's a loss of down. We'll see. Here we go. They have 11 in the backfield, and it's going to be a delayed give for him. Man, and we're in the backfield, but then once we get low and get up in the backfield, we're coming up, and then it kind of takes us out of sort. But that was a delayed counter there.
Third down. Yeah, the refs are holding up 3 fingers, so the PA announcer here didn't realize.
And they still have it as second down up there, but they're wrong. So here it is. And this is a deep pass. That was the outside receiver. He ran a deep post. McKissick was on him initially. I think he thought he was passing it off to the safety. But they got behind us, and that was an easy score. And the kick is up and good, and so Maypearl takes the lead by 1 with 20.2 seconds left to go in the third.
Wow, that roughing the punter came back to get us right there.
So they're not going to kick it, or they're not going to kick it short, you would think. They're going to try to kick it deep and have to make us kind of work the field. But you're playing with fire when you do that with this team. We'll see if we move any of the last couple times. Terrence Lucky and Cohen Ketchum have moved up to the second level on the outside. We'll see how we do it here. Let's see. You got Summer, Creel, and Yezik second level. Let's see what they do here. If the second level can come up and get in, that's where the last level can come up and get it. The second level can go. Nope, this is going to be short. That's actually a good fair catch backing up there. Tucker on the fair catch on their side, too.
So 20 seconds left here in the third quarter. Troy will start at their own 40-yard line.
First down, Trojans.
So you got trips left. You got Smith up there on the right on their sideline. Lucky in the backfield. It's going to be a screen out to Ketchum. And it's enough, a 12, 13-yard gain on first down, moves it past midfield. They've stopped the clock here. We'll see if we hurry up and get another playoff here.
I think we're going to just let the quarter run out and flip into the field. So we'll get ready for a crazy fourth quarter.
Yep, this is going to be a fun finish. Here we go. That's the end of the third, folks. We're going to go to commercial, and we'll come back for the fourth quarter. Don't tune out.
The chain set right.
Okay, here we go, folks. Chain gang is kind of on the struggle bus here. They're trying to figure it out. Here we go. 1st and 10, Troy with the ball. Start the fourth quarter, down 20-21 at Maypearl. Play clock at 15. McMurtry in shotgun.
Good hand.
And that was a great catch by Smith, a little bit behind him, and a bullet. But it's a gain of 12 on the play. It's going to move the chains. McMurtry in shotgun. It's going to be a give to Lucky, and he's got that wedge. He can just follow right up the middle there, kind of to the left side. That's downhill running. That's easy to do, like once you get behind him. Look at that. That's a pickup of 5, but it was such an easy run.
All right, we had Byers come in.
Yep. Second and 5. Lucky in the backfield. And look at Tuck pulling.
Flag. That'll be coming back.
There's a flag. It was on the edge out there.
Lucky on the carry. He's taken out of bounds by Wyatt. We got a flag on the play.
I think it was on one of the receivers out there. I don't know which one, but I think that's who they called it on. But did you see how quick Tuck pulled and got out in front there?
Yes.
And I like and I think Terrence Lucky does that on purpose. If you see it, when he's doing that sweep, he kind of does a jab in to kind of suck him in,
right,
because he knows Tuck's going wide, and then he kind of chases him wide after that. He's quick enough to be able to make that cut and jump cut back out. So that's going to bring up 2nd and 15 here. So probably moves us into a passing down.
He's going to take the ball back to the 41-yard line.
You have Smith and Reed over to the right, Cohen to the left, and you still have Byers in. Terrence Lucky to McMurtry's left. He's going to go straight out into the flat. McMurtry's got plenty of time. And he's going to throw back around. Woo!
Wow.
Finds Smith there in the middle of the field. That's just passing catch. Look how quick it moves up here, though. And that's all so you can run the tempo here. And Lucky, I love that. I love that. What they did is they're trying to step a man up and get us to call ourselves out of it. And all we're doing is we're just giving it a second. We're letting it kind of clear and back off. There was no change in audible in that play. That was the same give, dive play it was to begin with. But that is going to turn into other stuff. There's wrinkles you can run, RPOs out of that. Here we go. You got Byers stood up to the left. Lucky behind him. Ketchum running some misdirection counter.
Lucky on the carry. He's tackled at the line of scrimmage.
It's going to be a run for no gain by Terrence Lucky. 9:40 left in the fourth. We're moving the ball here. Here we go, 2nd and 10. Byers in motion now. He's going to get set to the left of McMurtry.
He was holding his jersey,
Pass interference. Pass interference. Great job by Smith. He still almost came down with that ball,
yes.
and he was number 6 for them. Their corner was hanging on his shoulder.
Yes.
That pass was broken up by Thayer.
So that's going to be an automatic first down.
One thing, did you see Smith get his body in position to create that, though?
And almost got up with it. And then also, like, you have to sell it. Like, and he did a great job doing that. Same thing with Williams on that hold when he was on defense. You got to sell it sometimes. Not the flop that we saw here by their number 20 on the kickoff. Just in case there's any doubt. You want to make the refs' jobs easier, especially this crew.
Yes. That should
So
make
pass interference is the call.
1st and goal.
It's going to be 1st and goal from the 9-yard line, it looks like.
That flag is going to be holding against the defense. Taking the ball to the 9-yard line.
Here we go. And we're running fast here. It's going to be a give to Lucky. He falls forward for about a gain of 1 there. No, actually, that's a no gain on the play. So 1st and goal from the 9.
For no gain on the play. 2nd and goal from the 9.
Catch him in motion. You could tell their safety was aware that that was going to be the wrinkle there.
3rd and goal.
I don't know if you have to run that as deep or if you just run him in motion and just run him into the flat, because if he catches it, he turns it upfield so quickly.
I know. Big 3rd down.
But again, if you're McMurtry there and you throw that, you throw it to only Reed can catch it. Like he did still put it in the right spot. 3rd and goal here, and this brings up, what do you do here necessarily, depending on what we gain here. Let's see. Nice!
Yes. Smith.
9-yard touchdown by Smith. That ball, go back and watch this. That ball left McMurtry's hand before Smith turned.
Oh, definitely.
Like
timing.
Yes. That's a timing route. That's trust. And we're going for 2 here. You have McMurtry in shotgun. You have Reed in motion. McMurtry's going to roll out, and he's going to throw back to Smith.
Smith.
I love that direction. Man. Look at Boland and Smith and all the coaches down there celebrating with the kids, man. That was a fun drive.
Boy, He was wide open, the design of that play.
I love that design. I love the play before. I just love you got to work on that. You have to work on that timing. Now it's still a one possession game. We'll be kicking off to them. What I love, if I had to describe that drive in one word, given we were down by 1, poise. We had so much poise there to come out
and come back from a 1st and 20 after the holding call.
Yes, yeah. The fans getting into it. All the fans that have come out tonight are getting into it. If you're at home on Trojan Nation watching, make some noise. Here we go, 8:24 left in the fourth. Tinoco set to kick off from the left hash. And there's a wide opening in the middle of the field. I don't know if he's going to try to kick to it. And he does. Look, that might even fall. Nope, Seven's going to field it.
Good coverage.
Good coverage by Dalton and Garrison down there.
Yes, and he's down.
Here we go. Here's the defense going to make a stop here. At corner, you got Porter and Gooch, Yezik and Valdez at safeties, Dalton, Summer, Bogosh, and Milton at linebackers. They're walked off now. The 3 down are going to be Lopez Rodriguez, Garrison, and Calhoun in the middle. And it's going to be a give up to –
nope.
Oh, nope.
Good
Great job by Gooch there.
Yes.
Great job. He laid off a little bit.
Good play fake. Good
that was.
play.
I thought it was a give to number 11 there. And you can tell they're going to have to pull out. They're going to have to go deep into their playbook here because they've run that one set whenever 11's in the backfield. Look, they're trying some different stuff here. They have number 4 in here. They don't have their main quarterback in. This is going to be a direct snap to number 11. And he's calling in. They got student body right. They're going to try to run to their side over there. Do we get a push? It looks like we have some sort of push. He's going to get a decent gain there, maybe a gain of 5 on the play. It's going to bring up a big 3rd and 4. 3rd and 5. Ball on the Maypearl 40-yard line. And we're still running folks in. We had Tuck just run in. They have their quarterback back in. It's going to be a give to 11. He's going to... We're there. It's going to bring up 4th and a... It's going to bring up about 4th and 4. 4th and 3.
They're got to go for it.
7:18 left.
I don't think they're going to throw it, Brett.
This is their punt unit. That is their punter.
No.
Oh, wait, no, it isn't. Nope. Okay, here they go. 4th and a long 3. They're in a tight bunch formation here. 11's to the right of the quarterback.
They moved. Yeah, they got it. They moved. They're
illegal
left guard.
Yeah. I think one of their receivers over here was still getting set, too, even though they had plenty of time. And now it looks like maybe they're running on the punt unit because that's going to back it up. It's going to be about 4th and 9.
What I think it was is we had a small shift in the defensive line, like they moved over a gap, and I think the lineman started thinking, is my blocking assignment going to change? And at that time he's waiting on the count. So good. Still need to watch the ball though.
Yeah, and that's a hard thing for their coach to do, but this is the right call. You got to punt this here. 4th and 8. And it's going to be fielded by Cohen.
Ooh.
Man, That's an end-over-end kick. That's hard to receive, but, man, if Cohen had that, I think we had a wall sort of setting up over here on our sideline.
Because he was getting his body in position to come this way.
And one of their gunners was down there, and he had to get on it, obviously, after he muffed it. That is one of the hardest things to do, is fall on that ball that he had to do. Here we go here. I think he wants to make up for it. He's on the far outside out there, split out to the left, and they're looking for us to play it safe here. Here we go. We're going to back up, 3-step drop. Oh. He had Creel a little bit high. Man, that's a dangerous pass there because they're still sitting. They're sitting in too deep. They have 2 deep safeties here. That number 5. Whew, that was close. I love that play call. I love that play call. In terms of passing it and pushing it with a lot of vertical routes there. It's going to be a give to Lucky.
Hold on to the ball.
And I think he might fall forward for a first down.
I think so.
He's got a first down. They're waving it on. First down. Great run by Lucky. 10.5-yard run.
And run the clock.
Okay, we're going to get this play off. It's going to be under 6 minutes left in the fourth. Byers in motion to the left. Lucky's going to follow him. He's got the edge. He's got about 8 on the play.
I think they're going to give him 6.
Lucky on the carry. He's hit out of bounds by Tristan Martinez.
And the clock's going to keep running. Play clock's at 20. Looks like we're going to try to kill a ton of clock here. You don't get any style points in the fourth quarter in games like this. You just got to close the game out. It's going to be a give to Lucky. He's going to bounce around, kind of pinball off a couple. He's going to pick up about 3. It's going to bring up 3rd and short. No, it's about 3rd and 2.
Yeah. Any doubt what we do here?
It's such a luxury to have this line, to have Terrence Lucky in the backfield, to have Byers to come in. Watch Byers on this block here. He never misses a block. And this is a keeper by McMurtry, and he's going to fall forward. I think he's got it based on the spot. This is going to be close.
Yeah,
they got it. They're waving it on.
Good.
Their coaches can't believe it. We had one of those in the first half. 1st and 10.
But they were focused with Reed coming in motion, too.
Yeah. I thought that was going to be a give. I wonder if that's almost a read. Like, if he has that to read, and that's a RPO for him. Or really just kind of a give option. Here we go again. There you go. Gain of 4 on the play. That's going to take it past midfield.
You see Byers seal that outside backer where Lucky just cut right off his tail.
And again, the offense is so poised out there. We're even trying some hard counts out there, you can tell.
Oh.
It's going to be about a gain of 1 on the play. It's going to bring up 3rd and 5, and it looks like they're going to take a timeout with 3:12 left to play. That's going to be their first timeout. We'll have 3 timeouts left. They'll have 2. So what do you do here? 3rd and 5.
The thing is, now, if you can get a first down, they got to start thinking about using timeouts where if they do get the ball back, they got to worry about the clock.
Yeah.
But
I think right now what you almost have to do is I don't think you just do a 3-step drop with McMurtry because they're going to try to get him off his spot and just make it hard. Have this be a rollout. Have him roll out to our side, even if it's the short side. Our receivers are great, Smith and Reed and all them, at running past the yard to gain. Have them run and sit in a just set up shot right past the first down marker and have McMurtry be able to either run it or throw for that down and distance. But I say get him out of the pocket here because it just gives him that additional option. And I say run it to our short side of the field, run it to our side over here.
all right, here we go, Brett. Big play.
Here we go, 3rd and 5. And it's going to be a give to Lucky, and he's going to go backwards.
That's Lucky on the carry. He's stopped in the backfield by number 77, John Kiefer.
We're going to punt. And this is the right call. They had to do the hard thing, which was punt, when they knew that they'd be giving it to us.
4th down and 7 for the Trojans.
Uh-oh, we're going to get a penalty. We had 12 come off the field after we got set.
Yeah, that's going to be 5 yards on us because Reed came off after we broke the huddle. But which is fine.
Referees
right?
waving
it off
because
okay.
they said he started running off the field while we were still in the huddle.
Okay.
Is what they were saying. And I saw our coaches down there doing that.
These refs haven't been so bad in the second half. Here we go.
So we're going to let 25 more seconds run off the clock and take it down to almost 2 minutes.
And notice who we have out there. You have Valdez and Cohen, who are in tight as gunners. You have Lucky as the personal protector.
Oh, he almost.
He fair caught it, but he almost missed it in a way. It almost went through his hands. Okay, here we go. And you know what? I mean, obviously we have a one possession cushion, even though they could score and choose to go for 2. Feels like one of those games where anything like that could happen, but 2:11 left. I love giving our defense opportunities like this because this is the kind of opportunity that they're going to find over and over again once we get into district play. So it's going to be a give to number 11. And that looked like Lopez Rodriguez getting, no, that's Bogosh.
Yeah.
Bogosh hit him at the line. They might start running with some tempo, so we're going to have to get set. We got to watch for double moves on the outside. Great job by Gooch coming up. And Milton out there too.
And inbounds.
Yeah, inbounds. Clock continues to run. They have 2 timeouts, but they're going to try to keep it here with 3rd and 5. 1:25 left on the play clock. You have to wonder if they're going to take a shot here. So like Yezik and Valdez have to like be mindful of that. The middle of the field is open, but nope, they're going to go back to the bubble screen. I don't think he got it. But he did go out of bounds, so that is going to stop the clock, even though the clock's still running. That should stop the clock.
He was in bounds, Brett.
Was he in He was tackled in bounds.
So
okay,
that's
so
another
they had to burn a
timeout.
timeout. Okay.
4th and 1.
That's great to be able to have that pursuit, that like linear pursuit from the edge to tackle them in bounds, because you know they're trying to get out of bounds. But you have to wonder too if all this has been setting up for kind of a double move or something.
Oh, wow, Brett. This is crazy.
And this is non-district. Just wait for district in 2 weeks. Here we go, 4th and 1. Maypearl in a tight bunch formation. Last time they ran a reverse in the middle here. This is just going to be a give out to the side.
Oh, big play for them.
That's a pickup of about 20 on 4th and 1. Under a minute left, 51.8 seconds left to go. Maypearl on the Troy 48-yard line. And again, everything runs through 11. We've got to make sure we key in on him.
And it's inbounds.
Going to be 2nd down. We're running people off. You got Tuck coming in here now. And it's a deep post.
Oh.
Great job by Valdez. Hand at the last second.
Just got his hand in.
But Gooch too. Gooch
Yes.
kind of forced him to kind of cut that route in, I think, a little bit sooner than he wanted to. Woo. Man, the fans, the Trojan fans are standing here. This is a cool sight, y'all. 3rd and 3.
Oh, wow. 26 seconds. And they got 1 timeout?
Yeah, Maypearl has 1 timeout left. 7-point game, 26 seconds left. Number 11 is split to the left side of the quarterback here. They got a man in motion. And it's just going to be a give to that side. We almost had him in the backfield.
We got him.
We're going to push him out. And that's going to bring up 4th down.
4th, and he lost a couple. He lost a couple yards, Brett.
I was trying to see who that was there. That might have been Lopez Rodriguez. Let's see. And they're going to take their last time out here with 4th and 5. So we're going to stay here, folks.
Yeah, we can't leave
There's
right
no
now.
reason to go anywhere else.
And Brett talked about it. All the Trojan fans are on their feet. The band's on their feet, making noise. And this is going to be ball game, Brett.
This is the ball game, yeah.
21.4 because they have the point in the tenths on the clock here. Wow.
So here's what I would say. If Maypearl's smart here, what they're doing is they're calling a couple plays, because if they do get the first, it needs to be kind of a quick strike, and we got to be ready for that if we give something up here. Because they're out of timeout, so they're going to have to – they don't even really have time to signal plays in with as much time as is going to come off the clock in this instance. So you wonder if they know that, and they kind of go deep here.
I think they do.
I think that can turn it up. And you try to run a out route so you can throw it out of bounds and get out of bounds to stop the clock. Because if you're them, it's not just enough to get this first down here. And look, we're running up. Cohen, Ketchum, and Reed are in there. They're playing man coverage on the outside. They're backing off now. And they are running out to the side.
He's short.
Let's see where they marked him.
He's short.
They marked him out.
No gain.
They marked him off.
Yeah.
They marked him out of bounds. Troy ball.
Yeah, he's short. No gain. All right. Good pursuit.
That's why you do it on that side, to hopefully get the call. That was close. Because with 21 seconds, he would have gotten out of bounds. Man, folks, this has been a game.
Hey, they're out of timeout, so all we got to do is
they're out of timeouts, and they're shaking hands at the lines. Like, this was a battle. Like, there's respect out there.
This is a good team.
This is a team that's going to make the playoffs. They made it last year. They're better than they were last year. That number 11 is probably going to be all district. They just didn't have enough horses to keep up with us on offense tonight, and our defense played lights out after that first quarter.
Yes, they did. Brett, who were we saying they're in the district with?
Huh?
Who are they in the district with again?
So, Maypearl's in a district with Grandview, West, Whitney, Mahia, Groesbeck.
Yes.
What a game.
We'll let the band finish the fight zone. Hey, Robin, you want to pan around and get some of the crowd right quick? Or while she's unhooking some stuff, like I say, we had a very good crowd up here. I mean,
I want to say I see some really good sportsmanship down there.
Yes.
You can tell just even but what you're seeing. Some really, look at number 11 coming over.
Like our coaches, yeah, I mean, he's a heck of an athlete.
Yeah.
They got some good athletes on the team. I mean, their line's good.
And I noticed it in the second half too. That number 11, he was playing defense too. He was playing a lot of snaps over there. And look at him coming over. Like, that's why you love high school football, y'all.
Yes. And I love this part right here too.
We're going to pause here. They're doing a joint prayer.
Yeah, they're going to do a joint prayer. Then we will, I don't know if their school song or ours will go first. We'll get both of those. Then we'll do a quick wrap-up because we got about an hour 45 drive on the way home. And I think we're going to try to grab a bite to eat. But anyway, Brett, while we're there, we'll get the prayer first. Very classy, Brett. Like you say, they're homecoming. They got a good team. You know this has to hurt them because, you know, they were in the game. But,
they were in the game. They had every chance to win it. They go up 14-0. You knew they were playing for a lot. Here, we're gonna have the school song and then hang around. We're gonna talk a little bit more.
Yeah, we like to talk.
Just pretend like I need makeup too. Hey, he played a heck of a game.
And so now we'll turn and face the Maypearl sideline as they play their school song as well. All right, folks. What do you think, Brett?
5-0. More games than we won in the season last year. We just keep raising the bar, which is cool. See you in the morning.
But, Brett, one thing you covered. Last year's seniors, they started building this foundation. We talked about it on the way up. What is that like?
Slow and hard. It doesn't happen overnight. There's no magic pill. It's that right there. Like you can see Brashear down here now just addressing the players after the game. It's learning from your mistakes, and it's being brave enough to make some of the mistakes. Like, you got to be able to do that. This team is fearless in that way. But 5 games into the season, like, I don't think – I think as Trojan fans, we're starting to get to know who this team actually is. I can tell you right now, this team leaves the field 5-0 tonight. This is not a surprise to them.
No.
This is not a surprise to that locker room with the coaches and everybody. Like, there's an expectation for greatness and executing on the field and doing all the small things right, and those things add up. And you see it come to fruition, like with just some of these drives and huge plays and turnovers and just effort plays. But how does it happen? It's a grind. And these kids, these boys, these men have, like, put in the work. And it's fun to watch. And you talk about Maypearl, like, there was some classy stuff on the field after the game tonight. And it's why we love Texas high school football. You love Friday Night Lights. They're still on. They haven't turned them off yet. Yeah, I'm rambling now because we don't get to talk next week.
Oh, he's wanting to make up for some talk time. Hey, Brett, like I say, we talked volleyball too. By the way, shout out to Trojanet Volleyball. I never checked to see how JVA did, but Trojanet Varsity Volleyball started out district action 1-0 with a sweep of Waco Harmony. So shout out to them. We're going to be up and get you some Troy cross country tomorrow morning. But as I said, on the way up here, we did talk a lot of football. Brett emphasizes it a lot about building a culture. We're seeing those steps being laid right now. And you talked one thing. This is a team. It's not like we talked about. A lot of people thought, hey, you're going to be sort of one-dimensional or whatever. We're not. We'll throw on first down. No. We'll run on third down. It doesn't matter. But they go out on the field now. They expect to win a game. And you talk about making it a business. We love to see that excitement after big plays, but after that, they're back to business. I mean, they know what their task is, and they go out and do it. But one word to describe that we kept coming up in our conversations on the way up here was fun. This team is so fun to watch. I mean,
the crowd was fun tonight. Like, even when we were down 14-0, there's obviously a little bit of nerves kind of coming into play and that sort of thing, but you know that this team was going to turn it around, and you knew it was going to be fun. That second quarter was fun.
Yes.
The fourth quarter was fun.
And, hey, 5-0, we're going to be going in and play state-ranked Franklin. Of course, we're state-ranked too. I think this week we were number 12. But, hey, Brett talked about it earlier. We want this to be homecoming 2.0. The crowd, the intensity, everything we had for the Rogers game.
We're going to need the noise, and I guarantee you your boys aren't going to disappoint. Y'all need to come out to Franklin.
To Troy. To
the Franklin game in Troy.
Okay,
yes,
I just want to make sure we didn't have people going to Franklin.
Yes. We get 3 of the 5 3 of the 5 district games at home. So,
and no better way to start it off than hosting Franklin. But anyway, we're going to shut down, get packed up, and hit the road. So we will see you in 2 Friday nights from now. But we will be at Troy High School tomorrow for Troy Cross Country. Good luck to Coach Rawls and all her runners. Everybody have a great Friday night. I know we will. We'll see you. Thank you for watching.